everybody, welcome to Helen G TV, and guess what we're going to be doing today? Today we're going to be looking at planning a wedding for under US $5,000. Under US $5,000, you may say that's crazy. Well, over the years as wedding planners, we have always gotten requests from clients to plan budgets way under what we think is imaginable, but it's doable and we have done it. We are going to show you during this video pictures of weddings that we have planned under $5,000, as well as we're going to be having links and sources where you can find some of the items that's listed on our budget sheet. And the budget sheet will also be shown during this video as well. So let's get started. Now, today we're going to be looking at planning a wedding for 40 people with a budget of $5,000 US. $5,000 US, you may say that's impossible. But guys, it is so easy to do. You'll be surprised that you're making just a little bit of compromise if you're using $5,000 US. Now, in order to reduce your overall costs, it is also very important that you realize that you cannot invite a lot of persons to your wedding. So if you're on a serious budget, you may want to think about inviting only the persons that are closest to you. And in this case, 40 persons. Can you imagine you're able to invite 40 people to your wedding? That's a lot if you're on a budget. Now, the other important thing is if you're on a tight budget is the location. Location, location, location. I cannot stress it more. If you find the right location, one that is naturally beautiful, one that you can bring in your own caterer and your own vendors, it's so easy for you to manipulate your budget and reduce your overall costs. And if the venue is naturally beautiful, guys, it will also help you to reduce your decor cost. So guys, in doing a wedding on a tight budget, there will be some compromises that will have to be made. For example, what I mean by compromises, you may spend more on one item and spend less in one area. So for example, if the wedding cake is very important to you, you may spend a little more of the budget on the cake and cut back on some other item that you may have wanted. You may have wanted a photo booth for 2 hours, but you can only afford to do a photo booth for 1 hour because you are now going to have the fabulous cake that you want. So in a previous video, we discussed how to calculate your wedding budget, and the title of that video is Wedding Budget Tips, and that's on the Helen G TV. You can look up that video. But quickly, how you find out what your total budget is the money that you have saved, money from income that you plan to use, and money or gifts from friends that you'll be getting for your wedding, and that comprises of what your total wedding budget is. It includes your wedding attire. Now, for your wedding attire, you may not be able to purchase. We're looking at renting your wedding dress, and of course, you can get it from Helen G Bridal. We're looking at renting the suits for the groom, the suits for the groomsmen, and the suits for the dresses for the bridesmaids. We also included in this budget rings. You're able to afford wedding rings under a budget of US $5,000. Your location cost is also listed. So you don't have to go to your auntie's backyard if you're going to use to spend $5,000. It's possible to actually get a location within that budget. So can you imagine if you have an aunt that has a gorgeous backyard, you can even save more money by not spending on a location? We had on the budget food and bar for US $1,000. We had it at that price because we said that you will get donations from family members and friends that will assist in covering the cost for your bar. But if you're spending US $1,000, you should be able to afford your catering. Now, catering means that we're not going to have a full cocktail hour, a full 3-course menu. It means that you're going to have a nice dinner with your friends and family, as well as probably a minimum limited bar. And you'll be able to do this with the $1,000 that we have planned. If you still don't want to spend $1,000 and you still want to come in below US $4,500 or US $5,000, There are many options that you can exercise to reduce that. You can have just a cocktail menu only with finger food. You can do your wedding in the morning where you have a limited breakfast menu. You can also do a wedding potluck picnic, right? One of my caterers suggested that it's Samantha from Party of 10. She suggested doing a wedding potluck thing where everybody brings something, or you can do small mini pizza bites that can be very, very elegant if served properly. If you look on the budget sheet again, we have wedding invitations. And yes, guys, you are able to afford invitations even on a budget for less than US $5,000. We also had hair and makeup on the budget and decor on the budget. Yes, you don't have to skim on the decor if you're on a limited budget. And we even included transportation. Even on our limited budget, I included a stipend for transportation. It's US $100, but guess what you can use that for? You may have a friend that has a very nice car, and you can give that to them to cover their gas, to have the car cleaned, anything that they want to do. But it is something that you can give to them as a gift just for helping you. It may not be a limousine, but I'm sure that it can do the job. And at the end of the budget sheet, you would have noticed that we used our entire budget of US $5,000. Wasn't that easy and simple to accomplish? No, we did not make a lot of compromises, but if you want to reduce your budget even more, there are certain things that you can do. You can have less than 40 people. You can have a one-tier cake, right? If you want to eliminate hair and makeup, you can eliminate hair and makeup by having a friend assist you. Or we had on budget for photography, it's US $600. If you have a friend that is in photography that wants to gift it to you, it can also be done. There are many other ways for you to reduce this budget further down from $5,000. Also, you don't have to do invitations. Many couples now are opting not to do wedding invitations and doing evites. So you can even reduce this budget further. So as I mentioned before, yes, it's possible to do your wedding for less than US $5,000. Actually, if you implemented some of the things that I just mentioned, maybe the wedding could be down to US $3,000 for 40 persons, and you have your wedding dress, attire, hair and makeup, decor. What more do we need for a wedding, guys? Check us out again on Helen G TV when we discuss more wedding planning tips. Thank you for joining. Bye.